Why the LGBTQ plus community hates Matty Healy. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about why the LGBTQ plus community hates Matty Healy. Let's get right into it. When Matty Healy, the lead singer of the 1975, took the stage at the Good Vibes Festival in Kuala Lumpur, he did more than just perform. He took a bold step by openly criticizing Malaysia's homophobic laws and even shared a kiss with a male bandmate during the performance. However, this act didn't go unnoticed or without criticism. In fact, it sparked significant outrage, especially among the conservative factions in Malaysia. Now, while some may view Healy's actions as a brave stand for LGBTQ+ rights, not everyone in the community is celebrating. Many LGBTQ+ members are anxious about the potential backlash. They worry that Healy's overt gesture might amplify the challenges and threats they regularly contend with. After all, Healy gets to return to his home country far from the potential aftermath of his act. But for the local LGBTQ+ community, the repercussions are felt directly. Carmen Rose, a renowned drag performer in the region, weighed in on the situation. He gets to fly out of the country and not face the consequences, while our people have to face the brunt of what just happened, she voiced her concerns. Rose found Healy's speech somewhat self-centered. In her eyes, it might even undermine the persistent and hard-fought efforts of local activists in advancing LGBTQ+ rights. During his time on stage, the British pop rock artist didn't hold back. Clutching what seemed to be a wine bottle and even spitting on the stage at one point, he gave a speech filled with raw emotion and choice words. He told the audience, "Unfortunately, you don't get a set of loads of uplifting songs because I'm freaking furious. And that's not fair on you because you're not representative of your government. You're the young generation. And I bet many of you are open-minded, progressive, and cool." In an unexpected and bold move during a performance, Matty Healy, the band's lead, shared a kiss with bassist Ross McDonald while they were playing their song, "I Like America and America Likes Me." However, about a half hour after that powerful moment, the band made a sudden exit from the stage. Healy told the crowd they were now banned from performing. The implications of this act were felt far beyond that evening. The very next day, the festival organizers declared that the weekend's events had been completely canceled. Not only that, but local news outlets reported that the Malaysian government expressed intentions to make the process more stringent for foreign artists looking to perform in the country. The actions and subsequent responses sparked varying reactions. Tia Reski Rohaizad, the vice president of Jajaka, a group that offers support to gay, bisexual, and queer men in Malaysia, pointed out the government's questionable approach to the matter. He stood up for Healy's right to free speech, emphasizing the principle of freedom of expression. However, Rohaizad also shed light on a different perspective. He noted that the way Healy brought attention to the issue was perhaps not aligned with the local activists' preferred method. "While we've been working diligently at the grassroots level, engaging communities and holding dialogues with local governmental agencies," he said, "bringing it up in such a massive platform without much context about ongoing queer activism can indeed be damaging. It's essential to understand the backdrop against which all of this unfolds. The Federal Penal Code of Malaysia, originally established during the British colonial era, can punish acts like oral and anal sex with prison terms of up to 2 decades. Additionally, each state, along with the federal regions of Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, has Sharia laws which tend to criminalize homosexual activities and non-traditional gender expressions." Recently, concerns about growing intolerance have been voiced by activists, especially after a concerning incident. They reference an LGBTQ+ Halloween celebration in Kuala Lumpur the previous year where 20 attendees were detained. Mikhail Hanafi, a member of the LGBTQ+ community, commented on the unnerving climate in Kuala Lumpur. "In a lot of other places in the world, queer nightlife is one of the places where at least a subset of queer people can feel safe and a sense of community," he said. However, in Malaysia, the end of the night at a club often instills panic in many, fearing another police raid. Mikhail Hanafi recognizes the influence and potential positive impact of international artists in advocating for change. However, he emphasizes the importance of them approaching such sensitive topics with care. "They need to be mindful of how they speak. They need to speak to the community beforehand," he said, suggesting that understanding the local context is crucial. This sentiment is particularly timely as Matty Healy's comments were made just before the state elections. Thilaga Sulathira, who co-founded Justice for Sisters, added another layer of concern. She pointed out that election periods in the region often see a surge in hate speech, especially directed at the vulnerable LGBTQ+ community. This makes the situation even more delicate. The National Human Rights Commission of Malaysia stated, "Advocates equality for all and freedom of expression, it is important to stress that these rights must be practiced responsibly and within any restrictions imposed by local laws and cultural considerations." Such comments reaffirm the LGBTQ plus community's concerns, making them feel unprotected. Carmen Rose mentioned the pressure she faces, restricting her from publicly advertising her performances in Kuala Lumpur. Echoing Hanafi's sentiments, she said, "Any foreign artist who comes here and who wants to advocate for us, they need to understand how to go about it. What works in the West may not work here. They may actually do more harm than good." That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.